Welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Welcome to Mijas Pueblo, Magical Mountain in Andalucía. Welcome to markbajerski.com. Is it markbajerski.com or is it Mark? Shall I start again? Let's not. Just forgive me. It's a good time to forgive. He makes mistakes. I'm allowed 3 mistakes. You're only allowed 1 a day. Yeah. Oh, it's a great day. Come a bit closer. Let's talk about forgiveness, shall we? And funnily enough, I'm wearing the perfect crystal for forgiveness. It's the crystal that I realized that helped people with forgiveness, and it's something that we need to understand. It's deeper than understanding, actually. It's actually when you start to deep dive into this energy, you realize how profound it is to your life and your happiness and joy. Because I often used to say to people over 20 years, what's the most important thing in your life? What do you want? What is it you want? Most people didn't know. And I said, okay, lie down, give them a healing session, get up. How do you feel? Peace, inner peace. Okay. How does that? How can you relate to that? How do you measure it? Have you ever felt this before? Tell me about it. You realize that part of a healing technique is vital, and there are 3 places I'd like to talk about this. It's really important. 3 places that I found profound. There's actually 4, but 3 are the most profound places to work on forgiveness. Now, you'd think that forgiveness would come from the heart, and in truth, there is definitely part of that. That's why I'm wearing it right on the heart. However, it goes further. It goes to the throat, it goes to the 3rd eye, and it goes to the crown. These 3 places of release is intense, because how do you forgive when you don't speak? So when you don't speak, you're basically that's what you're doing. So when you're doing that, it's doing that. It's the same thing. When you gag something from somebody, if you gag them, if you put a mask on them, then all you're doing is suppressing not only the toxic that needs to come out, but you're suppressing everything from moving. If it can't come out, it's got to go somewhere. It's got to sit somewhere. So forgiveness is vital to the purging, to the venting of our body. So the crystal I'm wearing is cavensite. I noticed with cavensite, when anybody needed to forgive and to heal from that, I'd always grab a cavensite. Why is that? Strange, but it seemed to work every time. And anybody who is frustrated, who can't share their truth, who can't speak, can't heal and cleanse, and can't forgive, is going to struggle. Is going to struggle with eventually. I know this is a big thing to say, but it's true. I've seen it. If you don't release and you don't forgive, whatever it may be, whether it's you or somebody else, it turns into a dark matter, a toxic pus that starts to eat away at the physical. Basically, over the days, months, weeks, and sometimes years, it eats away so that that body part is rendered useless, or it doesn't function anymore the same. And you often go to the doctors and they'll say, oh, it's because of this, it's because of that. But we actually know as healers, it's because of the trapped trauma, the trapped pain, suffering, shock, all of those energies that are stuck there. Forgiveness releases so much. Forgiveness releases so much. So the first thing I would say is go to your local crystal store and buy a beautiful piece of cavensite and wear it on the places that I've just suggested, through meditation, through a daily practice, through sleep. Keep it close to you. It will help you forgive. Why, how is not really that important. But if you find yourself clearing and it's working, then cavensite is definitely the crystal. The most profound healing oil that I use, that right now that I'm working on to forgive, because people often attack me daily, so I have to practice the art of forgiveness, and sometimes it's challenging, right? So the oil that I would suggest right now would be the golden heart, without a doubt. This oil is very new, really. Matter of months, maybe, matter of months, maybe a year. But the secret to this oil was what I wanted to put into the energy, just like crystals. The crystal holds an energy, but it also holds the energy that a healer puts into them. So that's what I work on, that energy. That's the secondary energy that I really have created through looking after my body, looking after my temple, and keeping negativity at bay, and then working on the crystal. So basically you put your happiness, your joy, and your intention, and definitely Spirit's helping hand, which is the channeled energy that pours through you into the crystal. And you can do that when you're doing healing work. When you're doing healing work, you keep the crystal in your hand and you put that very energy into it. And if you didn't know this, crystals hold memory. They are absolutely a sponge to positive energy. People will disagree, and some people will say, well, they hold negative energy as well. And I would say, haven't felt that, never seen it. So your experience is completely different from mine. The frequency of crystals are not negative, never have been, never will be. That's why I've never put a piece of a crystal in anybody's hand and they've gone, oh, that's awful, that's horrible. The worst case scenario is Moldavite, when they freak out because it's too much, but never dense, heavy, horrible, evil, dark, never. So I kind of get lost when people tell me things like this. Oh, somebody really negative had a crystal and I touched it and it was awful. No, you probably touched their negative energy, or you heard about it so you felt their energy, but not the crystal. Crystals don't hold negative energy. They don't. They disperse negative energy. They blast negative energy away for sure. But that's another story. So golden heart is a perfect oil that is predominantly jasmine, but it also holds all my 10 oils in it as well, plus the energy that I work with over these 20 years. So it's amazing. Rubbed on the heart, definitely the throat, definitely the back of the neck, because that's a good one. Temples, third eye, and crown chakra, fantastic. Work with that on a daily basis with a piece of cavensite, and meditate. Just close your eyes and let the work of the crystal and the oils do their magic, basically. Yasmin is a profound energy for sure. So that will be my message today. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. The videos coming up shortly are going to help you, hopefully, with forgiveness, and they're going to broaden your understanding of the spiritual realms, not only of the physical, the emotional, but definitely the other world that helps us daily. And hopefully the messages that come forward in these next coming weeks, you're going to embrace them and work with them and just stand back a little bit, and instead of reacting, instead of getting angry, instead of things boiling up and all of the knee-jerk reactions that we all have, maybe we can stand back and start to learn to become stronger, start to learn to become the lighthouse, start to learn and embrace a different energy that we're so used to creating in the brain, the limited thinking, the limited understanding of true spirituality, enlightenment. And it doesn't come from the brain or from books. It comes from you and the decision to make that choice of changing your life completely around and saying no more knee-jerking, no more holding on to bitterness, and embracing the energy of forgiveness. Vital right now. So there you go. My heart and my thoughts are with you all, struggling today, yesterday, last year, last month. My heart and thoughts are with you today. Hopefully, in these coming few weeks, you're going to embrace something special that I'm about to create in these next coming 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Embrace them every day, work with them, and maybe, just maybe, in the next 2 to 3 weeks from now, with you and me here in Mias Pueblo, we can change our thought we can change our life, we can heal like we're all meant to. So join me and see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you so much for going to markbajerski.com and buying your authentic, beautiful pieces of my collection, my latest collection of cabin site from Pune. Enjoy them. Heal well. Have a great day.